In this meditation, we're going to be doing a whole bunch of different things. I'm going to walk you through the 7 different stages of the meditation, but you could say the kind of heart of the meditation, or in a way, the healing purpose is greater connection with our energy system and with our energy centers or chakras. And you don't have to already feel them or know anything about them to do this. This is a very easy, safe practice that everyone will relate to in their own way. Yet when we do this together live, I think it has a little special energy in it because all of us together are creating this shared intention, and I find it really magnifies the experience, whether we're a group of 5 people or 100 people or more. It's together we co-create this. And of course, if you're listening to this in the future on YouTube, just know that all of us are present with you through the video as well, holding space for you. So I'm gonna just jump ahead here to talk about the stages, and then I have a nice visual about the energy centers. So in today's practice, what we're going to do is start with breathing exercises that really relax our nervous system and prepare us for going into a deeper, you could say, a meditative state or even a trance state, or just relaxing our nervous system. It will affect each of us in our individual way. It's a simple breathing practice. Then we're going to set the space for energy support. And that's an intention that each of us will set in our own rooms. I've done that before beginning, but I'll do it again as we do this together, the setting of the space. And then we're going to explore and I never know if something else is going to jump in as I'm leading. There might be another stage that I didn't write about, but will come into the practice. But my plan is that we'll start with our lower energy center and we'll just check it out. We'll check out all the energy centers, and I'm going to guide you through with some information about what those energy centers do to help us at the emotional level, at the I don't think I'm going to talk very much about the physical, but it'll come in a little bit, but more really at the emotional, personal level, where I'm going to let you know what those energy centers are supportive of in our life. And then we're going to go from the crown top energy center. Of course, there are more than that above the physical body, but for today's practice, we're staying in the core of the body. And we're going to go down and we're going to receive, both releasing, clearing, and receiving gifts and healing and nurturing, and the words that came to me were restructuring and filling up. And so we're going to do that from the crown down, and also at the end we're going to take time for that process. Then we're going to give and receive blessings to the universe, to others, and we're going to allow others to give to us. And that's nothing that you have to talk to anyone about. That's all internally. And then we're going to end with grounding and balancing and doing some simple mudra practices, just touching the fingers together, or perhaps the hands. We'll see what shows up. Okay, so that is the practice. Here is a little visual of the different energy centers. And so when we start with the root, it's really low down, where like the if you were to right now, like, clench your muscles as though you were going to stop yourself from peeing. And you'll feel that at the muscular level, you'll feel that lowest energy center. And that helps also to help you sit upright and to open in the chest area, relaxing your shoulders. And we'll just go right into the breathing part of the meditation. I think we're all here now. And it's wonderful to have your eyes closed or open, whatever feels right today. If you're practicing at home and there's any distraction, this is not a practice to do in a busy environment or definitely never while driving. So I have to say that because you never know, right? You never know. So our first practice, our first breathing practice will be 2 in-breaths followed by a long exhale. So we're going to breathe in through the nose twice. And as we do this, our inhales will get longer and our exhales will get longer. So breathe in as much as you can, and then breathe in again, and then slowly, slowly exhaling. Just notice your own rhythm with this pattern of breath. Inhaling, then inhaling a little bit more. You might wish to hold the breath and then long exhale. Really let that exhale flow and relax you. And just keep going a few more minutes. Again, breathing in twice and long, leisurely exhale. As you inhale, imagine that energy and air going down deep into the body and breathe in a little more, filling your belly. And when you're ready with the next inhale, you can let go of the double inhale if you wish. But after your next inhale, turn your head to the right as you exhale. And then inhale center. And as you exhale, turn your head to the left. Keep going, inhaling center, exhaling right. Take your time, really slow it down. If it feels right to exhale center, go ahead and do that. When you're next looking over one shoulder, just gently turning your head, whatever amount of turning feels right today. See what it's like to take a nice full in-breath and full exhale. And then again, breathing in when you're ready, turning to the center. So notice what feels right for your body. If you want to breathe out as you exhale and breathe in as you turn center. Finding your own rhythm, but you're switching from side to side. Does it feel better to breathe in and out through the nose? Or do you like breathing out through the mouth? If you want to drop the focus on the breathing and just hum a little as you turn side to side, try that. Okay, and when you're ready, coming back to center and just letting your hand rest on your chest and your other hand rest on your belly. Take a moment to notice how it feels to be you right now, you in this moment. Just noticing that internal weather report. And give yourself a little internal hello, bringing warmth and care. See what it's like to allow some tender words to join you inside. Words of comfort, of presence, of joining. Might be as simple as I'm here with you today. Your consciousness, your thoughts are here with your body. Your soul, spiritual presence is here with your physical, personal, human presence. And we're going to set the space now for our meditation. You might want to just imagine or visualize or give it language that there are four, probably, I'm not sure what your room is like, but there may be four corners in your room. Or you might want to imagine four columns of light, two kind of to the front of you on each side, as if your ears were just extending out there, two columns of light, and then behind you two columns of light. And it's great if you can feel them or just know they're there or see them or even speak that they're there. I create these four columns of light, and this light is here to protect me, to support me in my meditation and my healing. And perhaps your columns of light have certain qualities, like one has a lot of tenderness and love, and another has a strength, a strong, calming, solid presence. And another column of light might have a flow, an ease, like a river. And another column of light, what qualities does it have? Is it funny? Is it creative? So just taking time with your columns of light, imagining them in your way. And in connection with these columns of light, if you connect to angels or guides, or it could be animals that you just really love that are symbols for you of goodness, invite them into your meditation to set the space and be supportive during the process. And just taking a moment now to imagine a big, beautiful bubble of light around your whole body. And you don't have to see that. You can feel it, know it. You can use your hands to kind of trace it above and around you, in front and behind. And just get that sense that you are sitting or lying down or standing up within this beautiful container of light that holds the frequency of universal love, of perception, of healing, of presence. What is your light bubble filled with? Let it come to you what those personal qualities are of your own light bubble. Protection, courage, softness. Maybe it has a certain color, maybe it's very clear. There's no right or wrong way to imagine this. We each do this in our own way. And let's go to our energy centers now, just feeling that root chakra at the bottom of our body where as I mentioned before, if you were to stop yourself from going to the bathroom and squeeze those muscles, you will feel that spot. And you don't have to feel the energy center right now. Just be in that space and allow yourself to notice what it's like from here to feel connected with the earth, grounded, supported, solid, present, safe. And what my hands are doing naturally right now is just kind of almost as though my hands are connecting with that energy center, feeling the safety and protection of that root chakra. And you might imagine your energy center as a ball of light or a flower or some other shape. Maybe some sacred geometry comes into your knowing right now. Or you just feel that part of your body and say to yourself a wish, a knowing of your own presence, your own stability. Perhaps words that come might be, I am present. I have my own back. I care for myself. And just notice that. Notice how that feels inside. Check it out. And as you breathe, imagine your energy center is breathing also. So just for a few seconds, just imagine that energy center is breathing. You're just bringing your awareness there very gently, feeling that presence, that stability, that calm, grounding energy of safety and connection. And then we're going to now move up the body to the second energy center, which is if you were to feel where your belly button is, and then a few fingers below that, fingers width below the belly button, and really inside your body. So you can imagine feeling in between the front of your body and the back of your body. Sometimes I like to put a hand on my lower belly and on my lower back, just feeling into that space, letting your awareness explore there. There's no right or wrong here as you feel into your own body and breathing. If it feels good, you can imagine light there and that light radiating around you. This is the place for creativity, healthy power, healthy sexuality, where things are born. So just notice how you connect to that energy of expansion and resourcefulness, presence and creativity. And imagine you're just breathing there in that energy center. We know that you're breathing through your nose or mouth and feeling the breath in your chest, but you can also imagine that energy center breathing. It breathes light. It has its own flow. You might feel as you check out your energy centers a little movement. You might receive colors or information. And just remembering to let your breath be easy, full, natural. And then we'll move up to the next energy center, above the belly button, below the ribs, that area of the solar plexus, feeling the front of the body and the back of the body, and then find that space inside and just check out that space. This is a place of digestion. Digestion, not just of food, but of ideas, beliefs, wisdom, purpose. And imagine there that there's just this beautiful ball of light, and you can feel it as you breathe. And if you wish, you can make it a little larger so it's taking up more space inside and around you. And this is where you really have your own will, your own knowing, and your own healthy power. Breathe deeply there and just acknowledge that within yourself, whether it's very evident or it feels like it's forming, it's growing, it's being nurtured. And take a nice healing breath there, feeling into that sense of light and self-nurturing, self-expression. And we'll move up to the heart center, feeling into our beautiful energy heart, feeling the front body and the back body as you breathe and connect. Just breathing and being with your own energetic heart. This energy center of love, kindness, joy, passion, nurturing. What's it like to imagine a smile there inside your heart? And just notice how this is for you today. This is your inner knowing, your inner loving in whatever way feels right as you care for yourself. And just breathe and allow that light to fill the energy heart and surround you. The heart may have a message of peace or joy, tenderness. And when you're ready, we're going to move to the throat chakra. So just, if you'd like, place your hand for a moment on the throat, feeling the throat, the back of the neck. Feel free to massage your neck a little. And when you're ready, just breathing and connecting to this throat area, this place of expression and of listening, space of communication. And as you breathe, imagine your throat chakra breathing. Perhaps you can feel or know or get an image of a ball of light or a flower shape. And just acknowledging this center in you that supports your communication, your expression in all different forms, and your unique way of taking in information and listening to self and to others. And just be with that inner truth right now in your throat chakra, breathing, connecting, and imagining light there, healing light that may surround all of the spaces of your shoulders, your jaw, the space around your body, the back of your neck. And when you're ready, traveling up to the third eye area, the space, if you were to imagine that between your ears, there's a beautiful line of energy that connects right in the middle of the forehead and kind of back inside your face, feeling into that area, just bringing your attention there gently. Sometimes we might see things because this is a place of seeing, of knowing, and of feeling our intuition. So sometimes that comes as a kind of pink or purple light. Sometimes it's just a gentle process of breathing and seeing what is it like to be here today inside my face, inside my forehead. Breathing and imagining this chakra, this energy center is also breathing. And inviting yourself to feel into that seeing, that perception, that wisdom of knowing your own intuitive information. And when you're ready, traveling up to the crown chakra, you might want to put a hand on top of your head, like you're holding your crown like a hat. And imagining a beautiful flower there, maybe a lotus flower that has many, many petals. And just feeling into this space that connects your individual self with your universal self, with your higher self, with all of the universal truths, source, healing presence, love. And just in your own way, feeling into your crown, top of your head, breathing, and acknowledging a strong connection with the universe that we each have, with source, with universal love. And as you breathe, imagine your crown chakra breathing. And just allowing yourself to feel what you feel. The head may want to turn a little. You might want to broaden your connection with the universe, letting your hands kind of bring that into being as you expand there. Feel your feet also. Let yourself be grounded as you receive from the universe. And take a moment to feel your lower energy centers, your first chakra, that root, feeling into your belly, above your belly, your solar plexus, the space of digestion, of healthy power, feeling into your heart, loving, connected presence, your throat, communication, your witnessing and knowing and seeing in your third eye. And now again, that beautiful universal presence of the crown. And remembering you have the pillars of light in your space, in the space of non ordinary reality, in the space of presence, and inviting these pillars of light to show up for you with any greater clarification, gifts, or healing that come to the crown. You can ask your pillars of light, angels, guides, direct source from the universal loving presence, whatever word you use for that, God, truth, sacred oneness, and inviting the crown chakra to just synchronize and find its own inner frequency of joyful, loving truth. And see if there's anything that needs to be set free as you enter enter that frequency that is individual to you, yet connected to all, yet completely one with the universe, loving, kind. And there may be gifts or downloads you receive throughout your body, into your mind, into your creativity. And knowing that your pillars of light are here to receive anything you wish to allow a release of, a freeing of. And when you're ready, moving into your third eye, feeling into that intuitive center and allowing any recalibration. You can make a truthful suggestion right now to your body, to the universe, to your energy, to your frequency for this center of intuition, of clear knowing, of truth, to just find its own aligned presence and radiance, giving you healing and your own perfect wisdom. This may radiate into the rest of your head, brain, ears, around you. And just breathe with that, allowing the pillars of light to support you, guides, angels, source, universal love. If there's anything that you let go of, just allowing it to be recycled and set free to evolve so that you're able to receive even more inner light and truth. Knowing that you're grounded as you do this process, protected and held in your own beautiful light bubble. When you're ready, moving down to the throat area and just imagining a kind of nectar of loving presence that enters the throat chakra, feeling the front and back of the throat, this space of listening, of communicating, and inviting the universe, the presence of light, of caring connection, to recalibrate and bring balance and harmony right into that throat area in your own way, just breathing and allowing any releasing, any receiving that's needed as your energy finds its rightful place in the throat area, in the jaw and the neck and the back of the neck. Breathing deeply. There might be movements or temperature shifts. There might be words or thoughts, images. And just appreciate your own way of being right now with your body. It might be very, very peaceful or very energetic. We each experience this energy in our own way, and we can bring that intention to our throat area for greater harmony and for in this moment a harmonization of the throat center that just easily leads downwards into the body, into the heart center, as your heart harmonizes in that loving frequency, radiating in your own way throughout your body and around you, just sensing into your own heart energy in front and behind, knowing that you are grounded as you receive universal love, universal knowing. And let this be soft and easy as you breathe. Allowing anything that needs to be relaxed, released, just to flow slowly, gently The energy might be slowing down now. The upper chakras have a faster rhythm, and in the heart, we begin to transition to a slower harmonizing. Feeling as you breathe the beauty of resonance, opening, expansion, as well as coming together, joining. Allowing your guides, your pillars of light, source, to give to you, and inviting your creative mind to just go with anything you imagine, going with the healing resources, allowing the body to move or breathe or sing. And when you're ready, moving down the body into the space underneath the ribs, feeling into the center of the body, feeling into that inner pathway of digestion, of beliefs, of healthy power, of inner abundance, ability to process, and invite the pillars of light, your guides, the universe, to support you in your own recalibration of this energy of digestion, of power, of knowing. Breathing, and imagine your energy centers breathing with light, breathing with love, breathing with healthy processing, healthy reflection, healthy and stable realization of your own truth. Notice what it's like to allow that recalibration. Breathing deeply if that serves you, and letting your creative mind gift you with resources, with imaginings, with feelings, with physical awareness. And when you're ready, going down lower into the body, into that space of the belly, 3 fingers width below the belly button, deep in the body, this space of creativity, of sensuality, of growth, of birth, birth of ideas, of projects, of yourself, of your truth. And feel into that space, inviting healing, calibration, healing, harmonization, and allowing any movement, any thoughts, images, perhaps sounds, or sensing into the energy or to the to the knowing of the presence of this energy center through however you imagine it, really opening to that imagining and letting the pillars of light, your guides and angels, the universe and loving presence support you in this healing and giving to yourself in your body, but also at the soul level, at the energy level. Breathing fully, feeling your own rhythm with this. There might be a lightness that joins this lower body. And then returning down to the root chakra, below the base of the spine, breathing there and inviting this inner wisdom and presence right into the root center of stability, of safety, connection with your source, connection with grounded, persistent, comforting, loving presence. See what it's like to just breathe there and invite the pillars of light, the guides and angels, the universe, your own values and inner wisdom to connect you and recalibrate in your own way, bringing harmony and truth, allowing the energy to find its rightful place, and taking some nice full breaths there in the root chakra. And we'll just step into a few moments of silence and allowing our own process of filling with light and healing as you sit in your own awareness, in your own beautiful energy of truth. And just allowing everything to find its rightful place of harmony, knowing that you are grounded and centered, surrounded by your bubble of light. All your guides here now in this space, in the space of your current self, as well as in the space of your energetic, all loving, knowing soul presence, inviting that healing and receiving. You can just imagine as you breathe in a beautiful, loving light, a universal flow, a universal glow that fills you through every cell of your body. And this loving presence that is yours, that is your own truth, can travel through space and time to every part of your being. And just breathing and allowing whatever you're sensing, just bringing that calm, nurturing presence right now into your own body, your own energy. Breathing with that inner light. And allow your hands to begin to create an energy ball in front of you. And in this energy ball, give to the universe. See what it's like to use an ever-flowing abundance presence of love that is it's your human right. It's your human agency. And see what it's like to fill this ball of light with loving awareness that is a gift you give anywhere in the universe to all beings or to the planet Earth, however you wish. Feeling into that ball of light that you fill with your own essence of loving truth that is always abundant, always giving and flowing inside of you. And with your breath, just expanding the hands and giving that, releasing that. And then bringing the hands back together as you receive more. You receive even more loving presence, even more gifts from the universe. And you allow these gifts to fill your bubble of light, reaching in and around you with beautiful, ever flowing, ever present, loving energy, prana, flow. Breathing and being and just allowing that filling up process. There may be messages that come to you. So be open to receiving any messages, whether these are words or images. They might be feelings or knowings. And when you're ready, start to bring your index finger to make contact with your thumb. There may be a little slight rocking to your body. You might want to wiggle your toes. And as you tap your index finger to your thumb, and you feel that connection throughout your whole system, if you wish, you can open your eyes. And if you want, you can move to the middle finger and thumb, just feeling that connection. It might want to stay steady. It might want to tap and breathing. And then your ring finger and thumb. And your pinky finger and thumb. And when you're ready, take all your fingertips and connect them. You can open your eyes and see the way my fingers come together. Do you guys see that? Like a mountain. And just holding the fingers together in that connection, feeling the energy in the hands and in the body. And if you wish, you can play with this, bringing the palms together into prayer position and feeling that energy. And if you'd like, you can slowly move the hands up and down in front of your face and allow that sensing between the hands to also be felt in the center of your body. Feeling that centering, connecting, noticing how that is for you as you slowly bring the hands up and down. You might feel heat between your hands, and you might want to just kind of hold your own hands, doing that crossover, bringing together the two sides of your body into harmony. And if there's any excess energy, you want to flick your fingers or roll your shoulders, just looking around your room, reminding yourself you're back in this space. You might notice some colors. I can see my green plant. I can see blue on my computer screen. What colors do you see? Just notice some colors in your room. And I'm going to share my slide again, just reminding you of those energy centers that we went through. You'll notice I didn't do any direction about the colors of the energy centers. I find that people, for different reasons, relate to their energy centers through different colors. Sometimes it can be a healing practice to imagine those colors and to do work at that level with color and vibration and frequency. And that's a beautiful practice too. But today's was a little more intuitive. It was a little bit more about feeling into your own experience there in your body. Today, I really let go and allowed quite a bit of, uh, gosh, just, I hate using the word channeling, but it felt that way. It felt like something else came in and was kind of I was using the words that the universe was providing, higher self was providing. So thank you for sharing that together. Does anyone have a question or something they'd like to report to the group? I know sometimes that's very personal and it's hard. I can report that when I was directing for that recalibration, I felt that in my own system. So that was really cool for me. Um, I'm surprised no one's raising their hand. Come on, guys. I know some of you really well. Thank you, BB. Hi, how are you?
I've been just running around after my cat, and I was hoping I'd get back
Oh
there.
no.
I love the meditation today, and I tell you what I learned. I probably heard it before, but you remember in the beginning when we took a breath and then we turned to the right shoulder, come back
Yeah.
to the center. Well,
Yeah.
here's how that's helped me. I used to do that exercise. I take
Mhm.
count up to five, maybe hold two. And I realized, oh my God, this is so cool. I don't have to count. Because when I'm counting, I'm sort of paying attention to the numbers. So
Yes,
I
yes.
I am so grateful. Thank you so much that I know it's a little thing, but it's a big thing for me, and I wanted to share that.
Well, thank you. I bet that'll help someone else listening too to realize, oh yeah, I can let go of the counting and just, make it about another experience with the breath. Thank you. That was beautiful share. And
And
thank
and
you for
also
for breaking it open so other people could raise their hand too.
yeah, and the other thing too, Magali, it's we're exercising our necks, turning to the shoulder. That's a really cool exercise because I've
This is
always had
true.
neck problems, and apparently that helps people with wrinkles or whatever. I mean,
And
that's the way.
also it also relaxes the vagus nerve.
Oh,
That's
excellent.
reasons we do that as well. And if anyone wants to take that to the next level, try humming a little as you do it, or making a sound with your exhale.
Thank you.
It's probably surprising to you guys how shy I am about making sounds on Zoom, but I am shy. But at home, I do 2 minutes every morning of with my exhale, kind of just making whatever sighing or humming or oming sound feels right. I try to start my day with that as like a vagus nerve sort of reset. My physical therapist gave me that as homework that I must do, and it's helped so much that I always do it.
Oh my gosh. I know I don't want to hug the time, but
Oh,
I'm glad you brought in the vagus nerve because at night I try to do that to help me fall asleep.
yeah.
And I do sort of like the om in the out breath. So
Yes.
thanks for reminding me. I get so much out of these classes. God, you are the best. Thank you so much.
So glad, and I'll see you tomorrow, I hope, in mentorship.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Take
Bye
care,
for now.
baby. And
Bye.
Adrian, hello. How are you?
Oh, I'm mute. Yeah, I'm in Switzerland. It's late here.
Oh,
I
wow.
just felt like, yeah, I felt like I wanted to connect. It's almost like I was thinking the word channeling is one of these taboo words that it's almost like when we used to think, oh, well, the anybody who disputed that the earth was flat, or I don't know, something that I think it's a gift that we have. Like, I mean, I'm an athlete. I played ice hockey, so imagine saying, "Oh, I'm channeling," it would be like absurd. But I think it's just learning to listen. I don't know if I've cut out a bit. Can you hear me?
Oh, I hear you very well, and yeah, and what you're saying is so
Can
true. And
everyone hear me? Yeah,
yeah, do you not
I
hear
think,
me? I think yeah, we hear
yeah, I
you.
do. I do.
Okay, we hear you, Adrian.
Okay.
Keep going.
So I was just going to say to listen, to learn to listen to ourselves is like to get really still. And there's something once the sort of noise, I'm a positive intelligence coach, and we talk about sage, being in sage. And it's getting into the state where your mind's quiet, and then you can sort of hear the subtleties of what the body wants. And I think for me as an athlete, I always pushed and, I always try to solve my aches with pushing. And maybe it's a dialogue that I need to have with my own body is like, okay, what do you need right now? And can I hear the subtle cues that it gives me? So that's what it felt like. I find you a beautiful dance that you take us through, and I love the initial part of say hi to the inner part of you, go inward, say hi, greet yourself. It's like, wow, that resonated. So just wanted to share my experience, and I'm glad I got on. I think it's going to help me with my sleep. So
I hope so, and I hope you have beautiful dreams tonight. Take care, Adrian. Lovely to see you. And
likewise.
yeah, and I love it that people in Europe are in this group because I do think it's wonderful to do before sleep. Unfortunately, I'm one of those people. I wake up at 5 every day, and so I would I would lead meditations at night if I wasn't so tired. I feel like I'm too tired to do it at night, so I'm always happy that for other people it is evening. Hi Marcus, how are you?
Hi,
Good to see
Magali.
you again.
Follow me?
Yep, I see you. Perfect.
Yeah. Hello.
Hello.
It was a very intense again, and sometimes I have a bit of hesitation to raise my hands because at one point I realized this is on YouTube, and if I'm open, then everybody can see it. So
Well,
I'm,
it's
I'm
not
thinking,
very many people, right? So it's okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
uh, it, I'm surprised how intense it was again because yeah, it's really interesting. So first of all, I went through the chakras with you, and for whatever reason, I kind of tuned out when you were in the heart chakra, and I tuned back in when you were the throat chakra. So I totally missed the heart chakra part. It was really, I was like, what is happening? Why did I get or what was the solar plexus? I'm not sure, but at some point I tuned out, and then
Uh-huh.
I
Uh-huh.
tuned in again.
Uh-huh.
And what I noticed was that I think I felt the activation of the crown chakra, and I think also the third eye,
Yeah.
because when we were there without intending it, when you went back, I felt something is going on there, and I'm
Great.
not sure if it was because of the activation of the chakras, but I felt it it became very intense for whatever reason. It got so intense that that it actually scared me, and
Oh,
I didn't know what it was, why it was yeah, really
yeah.
interesting.
Well, one thing to be aware of in most people's systems, the upper chakras are faster moving than the lower
Yeah,
chakras.
yeah.
So we can feel that intensity as I relate to it as like a speed, but also it, I noticed I started speaking more quickly. Sometimes we can feel almost like something dropping in, like it can feel like all different kinds of sensation people have, but like sparks kind of coming in or
Mhm.
movement. So I don't know, but that is sometimes how an activation might feel. Not like words or, insight that comes as thoughts, but literally as another felt experience. Yeah.
Talking about things coming in, because you said you hate the word channeling. I'm curious
I
why you
don't
hate
hate it. I just I always want to be completely truthful. That's like my vow is to always tell the truth. So if I was receiving information from or guidance from something that had a name or, was myself in the future, if there was any clarity I had, I would share it. The only thing I can share truthfully is that it feels like the personal self has moved over a little bit and there are these other words kind of being given to me in a certain flow that I recognize as not being my ordinary self. And so
Isn't it
so I
fascinating?
call it channeling, but maybe I'm in a light trance state where that is easier to connect
Yeah.
with that. So,
Yeah, I mean, you're doing your meditation with closed eyes, so you're in a different state yourself. So why shouldn't you be connected to something higher and then let it flow? Because it happens very quickly.
right.
And as we have talked a couple of times so far, and you confirm that you're highly sensitive, and highly sensitive people have a connection to higher. I'm not sure how to call it, but but
Yeah.
it's not unusual that we are highly intuitive and that
Right.
things coming
Right.
quickly.
Right. I just never want to make it sound like I'm, connecting to some, um, how channelers will often have like specific
Ah,
beings that are giving them wisdom, or
yeah,
they know they're connected to something, and I don't have that clarity. I just know that myself moves over a little bit, and
I see.
so that's why I just want to be honest with everyone. I'm pro channeling.
Thank you.
I think it's beautiful. I think channeling is beautiful, and I'm very in support of that. I just am
Yeah,
in a little bit of an in-between and how I can describe what I'm
I
doing.
understand.
Yeah.
I learned that these beings that we talk, so I learned that these are projections of the unconscious mind.
Hmm. Yeah.
This is what I learned. Maybe this helps. So this basically there's one potential and the other things are projections.
That's interesting. Yeah.
If
Yeah.
you want to know who I learned it from, it's the Dr. Joseph Murphy. He was my
Mm.
I started with this German edition of The Power of the Unconscious Mind decades
Mhm.
ago, and through a subscription from I don't want to say the name because I don't want to do any commercials here. I found some audiobooks and I could hear his original voice and his knowledge directly, which I was like, wow! I'm so grateful that I understand English because
Yeah.
now I can follow his teachings and it was very transformative through
Oh,
only
I'm
through
so glad
audiobooks.
that helped you, and that was good for you. I'll definitely check it out. I've never heard
So
of him.
Dr. Joseph Murphy, if
Yeah.
you're interested.
Yeah. And feel free to email me, Marcus, with more information, of course. Yeah.
To
Yeah. I
send it
don't
to
like to
you.
promote something I know nothing about, but I value you, and I value that that's been good for you.
So
Yeah.
I should email you my source.
Yeah, email me anytime. Anyone's invited to email me anytime. I would love to hear from you and what your path is and what's working for you. And yeah, I love
Cool,
getting emails.
cool. Thank you.
Okay. All right.
This is
Absolutely. Good talking with you.
nice talking to you.
Yeah. Oh, I love always what you share, Marcus. It's always very helpful to the group. And
Thank you.
Ruby, hi. And I love it that all you guys are sharing.
Hello.
Hello. Good to meet you.
Hello, hello. Likewise. Thank you for today.
Yeah.
Thank you for the experience. This is my first time that I enjoy
Mm.
your invitation, and I have received maybe for 3 years your invitation, and I never went in. So today I was in a feeling that something was happening in my energy from last night, and I live in Norway. I'm Brazilian, but I live in Norway, and I used to feel very much about energy, and well, I worked a lot with that. I love it.
Yeah.
But from last night I couldn't sleep. I went bed 10 o'clock and I couldn't sleep till 4. I had to work at 7:30 this morning. So I feel really tired,
Mm.
and I didn't understand what was going on. So when this I opened the message of the email that saying that the meditation was supposed to come
Yeah.
to start, and I feel like I'm gonna enjoy today, right? So it was very interesting meditation because when he was working in the third eye part, I just start to see white flowers, and
Mm.
I even could smell them.
Wow.
So after that, tree of coffee tree, a plant
Mm. Yeah.
was, but the interior part, which is the brown part was peeling out, and this new um, this new color, soft brown,
Mm.
was appearing, and the other oldest one was falling down in many of parts of the
Wow.
tree.
Wow, what a beautiful healing like metaphor yeah, I love that. I can feel that as you talk about it.
And after the meditation, when we was talking about the crown chakra, I just feel like this uh, full ray of light coming down, and then I stopped to 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 see the tree.
Hmm.
And I finished the meditation. We finished the meditation, and I feel so, so, so peaceful.
Hmm.
So thank you very much. I'm gonna come open from now on.
Hope so. And thank you for sharing that piece with us. You know, when you speak of your experience, I think all of us can really feel into it in a way, and it's so beautiful to have that sharing. So thank you. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Oh, and I
Thank
hope
you.
you sleep well. Yeah.
I will, I'm sure.
Bye bye. Sleep
Thank
well.
you.
Oh, oh, and there is another share here. Great. Connect with Rish. There we go. Hi,
Hello,
Rish. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Were you just like so many men have shared that I need to share too because I'm also a guy? No. No, it wasn't in your mind at all. No, okay. I'm just teasing you, Rish. How are you? It's good to see you.
Good to see you as well. Yeah, I've been a bit out of touch in terms of meditation. Um, I don't know, been sort of doing a lot of work, I suppose.
Hmm.
Been quite just busy, but not
Yeah.
in a way that I'm burning out or feeling stressed or anything because I take
So
it
is
very
it
easy
good busy?
sometimes. Yeah, it's good
It's
busy.
good busy. That's good. Yeah.
Yeah,
How's
yeah.
your daughter doing?
She's doing good, thank
She's
you.
good. Yeah.
She's doing good. Um, Funny you say that. I recently introduced her to AI.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, yeah. And I was like,
That's an
well, this is something
adventure.
that's
Yeah.
gonna happen anyway at some
Yeah.
point. So I was
Yeah.
like, you know. And she saw me do something with it, and she's like, "What's that?" I was like, "Well, it's like a kind of like a robot." I was like, "What? I can ask it anything." I was like, "Yeah, pretty much."
So
So
interesting.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's pretty interesting. I
So,
won't go too much into that, but yeah,
so
I sorry, go on.
no, I wanted to hear about how your meditation was tonight.
It was really good because, as I said, like I've been so out of touch for a long time, and usually Mondays my daughter is with me, and this is sort of
Mm,
bedtime, so I usually miss it because of that.
yeah.
She's not with me today because it's like half term, and she's gonna be with me from Wednesday onwards.
Nice.
But yeah, so I was in a bit of a state of some um, choices that I've been sort of pondering on, and like, oh, should I do this or should I do that? And I got the prompt for the meditation coming up. I was like, you know what? So I was actually starting to think that, oh, this is probably going to bother me at night. But then I saw the prompts for the meditation. I was like, no, it's fine. I'll go through the meditation and it'll
Mm.
calm me down. And it did exactly that.
Oh, good.
So
Good.
yeah, like
Yeah.
sort of as
Yeah.
before the meditation started, it was like, oh, should I do this? Should I do that? And now it's like, well, it's a decision that can be made tomorrow, and
Oh, good. Yeah.
and
Yeah.
just let it
Sometimes we have
go.
to say, I'm not going to decide anything tonight.
Exactly, just
Yeah.
let it go for now,
Let
and
it
then
go. Yeah.
hopefully tomorrow is a new day, and it's not gonna just leave my consciousness because it's there. It needs to be done. So, but it doesn't have to bother me today. That's for sure. So yeah, it
Yeah.
did that for me for sure, and
Mm.
the visualizations were really great of the chakras. I have done that before with you in
Yeah.
other
Yeah.
forms. So
Today was a little different, I thought, than
It
other
was,
other
yes.
ones. It was different.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
more open, I suppose,
Mm-hmm.
in that sense that there was uh, slightly less instruction, which is good, and
Yeah.
more sort of exploration. I think
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
the word that comes to mind,
Yeah.
which was really good. And the other thing I wanted to ask that you mentioned about the vagus nerve, and that's
Mm-hmm.
also something that I was studying a little bit for a little while,
Mm-hmm.
and there was some very sort of like actual physical contacting that people
Mm-hmm.
have recommended, like turning to one side and then deep
Mm-hmm.
breaths. So that
Mm-hmm.
can also like kind of
Yeah,
stimulate
that's
the nerve.
nice. Yeah. And
Mm.
everyone's so different what they like to do in terms of hands-on,
Yeah.
like so I really encourage people to do what feels good for each of us. Like some
Yeah.
people like to tap and some
Mm.
people just need a really firm hand or like,
Mm.
like some people like to massage more and it's just
Mm.
feeling into what's right for you,
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I was just wondering if you have any more insights on just the nerves, um,
Yeah.
and if there's any meditations or any practices, any material you have for specifically the nerves, and what sort of
Yeah.
simple, basic exercises one can do on a regular basis to sort of keep that activated.
Right. A very simple one. And what you're wanting to do with the vagus nerve is you're wanting it to relax and go into a state of I don't know what the right word would be, but you're not wanting to trigger it, like stress triggers it basically.
Right.
And so we're working on relaxing it and releasing that
Mm.
nerve so it's not active and like ready to shout at us basically. If like I have a tendency towards my back going out of alignment, and if I keep my vagus nerve relaxed, my back stays in alignment.
Okay.
So that's why some of my own inner therapy I do is just to breathe into the lower belly.
Mm.
Um, so chest open, lying down, and really breathing into the lower belly, and with the exhale, that om sound, and that's
Mm.
very relaxing. And then after doing that, doing twists.
Mm.
So whether it's with your face or with your
Yes,
whole
yeah, I
body,
do
I
that
do
a
the
lot
whole
too.
body twists, but
Right.
first always that deep breathing with that om or hum at the end. It
Mm.
could just be a sigh for
Mm.
2 minutes before the twisting. I find that really helpful.
Cool. Like
Yeah.
I was doing this exercise for a while in the morning, especially when I had some grogginess or trouble waking up, and that used to sort of really stimulate
Mm.
this like almost like a tingling, buzzing sensation, like
Uh-huh.
if you
Uh-huh.
took like 2 espresso shots or something, almost.
Yeah.
Like,
And
like
that's good. I mean, that's to wake you up to get you.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
sort of
Yeah.
I'm wondering how, in one sense, it's calming, and in one sense, it's stimulating.
Right. Well, and
I
it
don't
maybe
know.
it's those nervous system exercises that are bringing aliveness and oxygen into the body.
Yeah,
If we're
well, this
needing
one
to
is
wake up, we can get that tingle.
this one is very oxygenating because there's like
Hmm.
really like turning to the side and really deep breaths,
Yeah.
sort of
Yeah.
really.
And the same with alternate nostril breathing. So if we're
Yeah.
really bringing, like, we might really need that vitality brought in.
Mm,
I don't know all the names of it, but I do like a 15-minute YouTube like kind of workout for the nervous system. And it
okay.
makes me feel all tingly all over. If I find the link, I'll email it to you. You can email me and
Yeah,
I'll
that'd be
email you the
great.
link. But
Yeah.
it makes me have that kind of buzzy, tingly thing,
Yeah.
um, which is
Yeah,
fun.
yeah, nerves can do that. The nervous
Yeah,
system is
yeah,
quite interesting to me. I mean, the chakras are
yeah.
a bit more familiar to me thanks to you, but the nerves less so.
Right,
I don't know if
right.
there's any more insights
Yeah,
into
and
it.
I really, I mean, as you know, I love combining
Mm,
some of the breathing, some of the nervous system reset, the more trauma-informed exercises
mhm,
with the meditation, with the energy healing. So we're not going into the energy healing without a really deep connection with our body.
Mm.
Because what can happen, this is going to sound a little weird, but I'll just say it. You know, these energy centers can actually sort of take us into an expanded place. You could say into a kind of their own universe.
Yeah.
And I think it's important that we enter that through a comfort and a grounded nervous system.
Mm.
So it doesn't put anyone into a state of anxiety or overwhelm. Yeah. Because spiritual experiences can do that. That's always their risk. So
Mm.
that's why we want to start with grounding and we want to end with grounding. And today I really liked the steeple
Yeah.
position and I liked that. I don't think I've done that for a while.
Mm.
Yeah. So that was really good. All right, thank you. Good to connect with you. And I love your heading connect with Risha.
Yeah, yeah. I
Okay.
use it universally.
Yeah. All right. Be well. We'll talk soon. All right, guys. Does anyone else have a share or a question? Okay, I think we're at the end of our time together. If you're here with us on YouTube and you enjoyed the meditation, please like the video and subscribe to the channel for more meditations and also for coaching demos and workshops. I'm playing around with offering you guys a weekly, maybe every other week, whether we do a meditation one week and then the next week we do an energy coaching kind of group experience or a demo of energy coaching to get a little more. So next week I'm gonna play with that, offering the same group time for everybody, but the focus might be a little bit more on an energy coaching experience. So if you want to join me, I would love to have you there. And I hope everyone sleeps well in today in the evening, or that you have a great active day if it's middle of the day for you, okay? So it's good that if you were able to stay and hang out, it's nice because it also brings us back into our beautiful ordinary reality. So take care, guys, and talk soon and sending you a big hug wherever you are. Okay. Be well, everybody.